have that and everything like that. Happy to report everybody's actually okay. There was no fatalities. No fatalities or anything like that. Everybody is okay. The person was arrested on 3 counts of assault and attempted murder and everything like that. It's just bananas. It was like a story that broke. And what made it even worse, which was the what the fuck portion, which if you guys go on our page when I posted it, they chose the most wrong picture to post because she joked it. And then I was like, well...
I asked when he said they were stabbed, I went, was it with a fork? Now, that's our little Aquaman joke because, you know...
He's got the trident.
Snaps out.
Now, so to, of course, spotlight this article, they, of course, had to use an image of Jason Momoa in full gear holding the trident. It's like, could have gone a different route with advertising this article.
Yeah, they could have used this photo of Momoa with Tomahawk axe. That would have been appropriate.
Yeah, like that. So, it's more so than the people that posted the news that selected the photo, we say...
What the fuck? What the fuck?
A little bit of tax, people. A little bit of tax. In a related story to that, there was an extensive... Because I gotta tell the other part of it that I told you. Mm-hmm. Apparently, over the course of the last couple of months, this wasn't the only DC-related incident involving violence that has happened in real life. Apparently, cops would have called to the scene during some sort of weird cosplay superhero orgy thing, or villain orgy thing, where they had to shoot a man dressed as the Joker while having sex with Harley Quinn at a cosplay orgy.
Cosplay orgies are apparently a lot more of a thing than you realize.
Than the furry orgies?
Yeah. if Comic-Con's coming up real
quick. She did the Joe Pesci thing. She's okay.
New NYCC is coming up, right?
Is it now?
Yes. Now, when, say, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks before con, go on Craigslist.
Oh, yeah.
Because there are going to be people asking, you know, hey, can anyone have any room for a hotel? You know, is there any more space in your room? You will find the ones that will say, hey, we're having a cosplay orgy in this room. Come one, come all. Because it happens with a couple other ones. One of the other bigger ones that it happened at was, I think, was KatsuCon or Otakon. One of the past one that just happens. Yeah, there was an ad. Like, hey, we're going to have a big cosplay orgy in our hotel room. Come down. It's like a thing now.
Come sideways.
It's a thing now. Are we going? No. Rob and
I am.
A friend of ours. I know a friend of ours.
You're going to cosplay orgy?
No.
No.
Damien and I, we are not going to Comic-Con this year. I'm probably done until it starts dying out again.
So that's not the cool thing anymore.
Spike will be going all 4 days, and our nerd herder Danielle will be going on Thursday.
Yeah. Danielle's our ninja that's going to be there. She's our soldier of fortune.
Yeah.
Because there are a couple of exclusives that we do want, so Danielle is going forth. Oh my god. Anyway. Alright, now in our funny what the fuck, of course, yesterday was the release to rave reviews all across the board for It, Chapter 1, and everything like that. And if you didn't know that, well...
Yeah, seriously.
You don't know It. What the hell's going on over there? Child. Alright. Well, along with that, you know, over the course of the year, the clown pranks have become quite the thing. Well, let's see how mature these two are about to get. Actually, let's see how mature this one's about to get, Miss Foxy, and everything like that. Well, there was a prank that had started in a little town, a prank that coincided with the It release, in a little town in Pennsylvania by the name of, Latitz, Pennsylvania.
What the fuck, Pennsylvania? They have intercourse. They have blue ball. What the fuck?
I'm not kidding. It's just, so I'm going to read the article in terms of what... So basically what was going on, the prank is people started getting concerned and frightened because somebody, they don't know who the person did it, started tying red balloons to all the sewer drains.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And everything like that. So, of course, people started getting freaked out. They were like, alright, dude, this is a little fucking much, you know? So they called the police department. who then had to answer the call and go cut these fucking balloons. Now, the funny thing is, this was the response from the police department, and we're going to get Miss Foxy to laugh again, because I'm actually reading this word for word. The Latitz Police Department...
Sounds like Super Troopers.
The department writes, they appreciate the prankster's creativity, but officers were, quote, completely terrified, unquote, while removing the balloons, and want the jokester to stop spreading the prank all over town of Latitz, Pennsylvania.
Latitz.
Latitz. And I'm not kidding. Look, it's right there.
Is it an itty bitty Latitz town?
It actually is referred to as the tiny town in Pennsylvania. It's classified as a small town in Pennsylvania.
Are they still wearing their training bras?
So Latitz is small.
I can't. What is wrong with Pennsylvania that they have to name their towns?
Apparently, they have a small Latitz problem.
Seriously, we got one that's titties, and I know there's Intercourse, Pennsylvania, there's Blue Ball, Pennsylvania.
I guess they wanted to compete with my anus, Connecticut.
Right? Ron didn't know about my anus, Connecticut.
Ron did not know about my anus?
No, he didn't, because I told... As we were driving back up from Salem, I'm like, oh, dude, we're about to hit my anus. He's like, what? I'm like, no, you gotta watch. Like, pay attention to the sign. It's only on this side of 95.
Yeah, because if you don't pay attention, you miss my anus completely.
Stop!
Oh, Jesus Christ. The maturity level. You're crying. Oh, to the prankster, where you get an awesome thing, to the police department being scared, and to the people that named Latitz, Pennsylvania, we say...
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh, God.
Oh my God, all the laughs.
Anyway, and ladies and gentlemen, that is your nerd news of the week. And yes, that is actually, in case, for those of you the old that's not watchers, that is literally my old... Was it Dennis? Not Dennis Leary. Yeah, Dennis Leary. Dennis Leary tribute there. Anyway, you alright there, Miss Foxy?
Yes, I am.
Alright. Anyway, hey, Lenny just joined. Welcome.
That is so terrible.
Lenny missed all the jokes about my anus.
No, my friend EJ said he's gonna tie red balloons all over the middle school randomly.
Oh my God! I'm surprised we haven't
Seth
seen more.
would love that.
Forget about it.
Seth would love it.
Well, after tonight, they'll probably just be asking, "Bring that home so Daddy can play with the helium."
Yeah, probably.
Oh my God! Hey, Brooke, welcome.
All right. Well, we are approaching the second hour of the radio show. And I remember today we have titled it Nerd Hunters Q&A. Basically, what we wanted to do, which we kind of slacked off a little bit on, was once a month, like a period. We're opening up the forum to the listeners. Anything that you guys want to bring up that you want us to talk about, or if there's anything that we might have missed that you want us to bring up.
We tested this out about a month ago. You guys said you really liked it, and you wanted us to make it a monthly fixture. So since Foxy and I spoke, and since we do the reviews at the end of the month, we figured, well, let's do something fun at the beginning of the month.
Yeah. So, and again, this is not limited to anything. If it could be comic book, movie, TV show, regular book related,
whatever you want,
pop culture, wrestling. You want to ask a normal
video game,
a life question. We'll answer a little life question. Just nothing about politics. Maybe religion. It depends on you guys. If it's a pope and a rabbi joke, we're down.
We generally stay away from politics, religion, and sports in terms of like professional teams, only because people get a little touchy there too.
I know.
It's like, just enjoy.
Yes. Well, from earlier, I do have one.
Okay, we do have a question from earlier. Okay.
Rob would like to know our feelings about Mia Yim in the Mae Young Classic and our personal thoughts on her booking.
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I know Mia from you.
Yeah.
I know you hadn't met her yet. Or did she do WSC while you were reffing?
No.
After, right?
Mm-hmm.
I met Mia early when she was just starting to progress over to the wrestling side. I met her during my time in Ring of Honor, which she was working with the embassy with my buddy Prince Nana. She was working more so as a manager. At that time, she was also primarily doing her rounds in CZW as Adam Cole's manager. I've seen her progression in ring ability wise. I've seen her progression physically because of her working out, training, and everything like that. I couldn't be happier for her. Mm-hmm. I mean, she really, over the course of those short years, has busted her ass. She made a really good name for herself in TNA and everything like that. She made a great name for herself, obviously, on the indies. And I couldn't be happier for her. And it's not just her. There's a lot of people there. Yeah. Mercedes Martinez, obviously, above all else, because as the veteran of the group, with the exception of one of the luchadoras that's there.
Princena something,
Presenza. I can't just say it. I can't pronounce it. Princesa. There we go. I had to put the Spanish accent on it. Mercedes is the other main veteran there. And so and then the comeback that she's made post the shoulder surgery. Seeing Kennedy Brink, a.k.a. What she's going by, Jessica Carr, the referee, doing her thing from Ring of Honor. Now the first ever female referee in WWE history. Of course, Bandito Jr., who's been working as a referee. I mean, it's... Other than me, I can't say anything about the booking because, like I said, I haven't watched the tournament yet. I haven't. I mean, it seems, from what I can see from in terms of who's in the finals... the two names of the finalists are, which they escape me right now. Give me the names of the finalists.
I'm not sure what their names are, but it's the MMA girl, the Four Horsewoman.
Yes.
And that Japanese chick.
Yeah, so...
something.
I see those two done for particular reasons. One, because the Japanese wrestler, she is signed. So, of course, they're going to push her.
Over popular.
And, of course, the one from Ronda Rousey's Four Horsewomen, of course, they're going to push her because they're pushing to have them all involved in something potentially for Survivor Series. Four Horsewomen, Four Horsewomen, and they made a big deal about a promo package that they did it backstage, and they were like, "Oh, the Heat's altercation," and I watched it, and it was one of the most god awful.
No spoilers.
Sorry. Well, actually, the that's not on the tournament. It's on the it's like a WWE video thing. They asked Ronda about her friends and everything like that, and then Bailey, Charlotte, and Becky walk on up, and they're like, Ronda drops her thing. Anytime you want to do this, and it was like everybody's like, "Oh, shots fired!" One of the Heat is all, and it was the blandest thing ever. It was like an unsalted saltine. It was like this was like not heated or whatever. But the point is, the people that they put into the thing, it just seems like it's a more political thing. But again, I'm just really happy for a lot of talent that I do know.
A lot of great talent on this tournament.
And everything like that. Whether they get signed or not, it's just great that they're showcased, and everything like that. And I thought it was fantastic. I think it's fantastic. Again, I can't comment on the booking. I can't comment on the booking, but
I really can't comment on that at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know Mia Yim. I've never.
Thank you, Rob. Shayna Baszler and Kari Sane.
Yeah, I don't know Mia Yim. That was after I had already left wrestling.
No, the only one
person I know that's
Mercedes, and you have a longer history of Mercedes.
Yeah, the only one I know in the Mae Young Classic is Mercedes Martinez. I've known her very long.
You said you knew her when she first started.
Yes, I met Mercedes in Connecticut while I was working for Jason Knight's promotion because she trained at his school, and she was only working his company at the moment because, again, she trained there. So I met her basically a few months after she had gotten out of training. So she's the only one I know. I've known her forever, and this was just a long time coming for her, period.
Yeah.
She should have had this a long time ago, but, when women's wrestling was starting, not the recent revolution, but on the indie scene when women's wrestling was a bigger thing, they all, a lot of bookers chose the beauty over the talent, and unfortunately, at the very beginning of it, Mercedes wasn't getting as much as people she trained with.
Yeah.
So.
And on top of it, I mean, I think Mercedes Mercedes was ahead of her time. She wasn't great.
Yes.
Her skills
Absolutely.